freshman in Washington, D.C. came all the way from a Yell County farm. Congressman Tom Cotton has only been in office a few months, but the buzz around him is picking up steam. Channel 7's Matt Johnson joins us now with a look at the new face in D.C., and you went all the way there.
That's right, Scott, and I just got back from sitting down with Representative Cotton in his new Washington office. We're able to find out more about what he's about and what he's actually trying to accomplish. Another thing we talked about was sequestration. That's dominating the political news cycle, but Cotton says people are overlooking a bigger issue here.
When you see the Riceland bags and Hot Springs water cooler, you'll feel like you're back in the natural state. But travel 1,000 miles away and you'll find them in Representative Tom Cotton's D.C. office. And feeling close to his family farm is the whole point.
The values you learn on a farm, like personal responsibility, living below your means, caring for something other than yourself, are values that carry you throughout life, and they've done so here in Congress as well.
The freshman from Dardanelle is busy in Washington these days. Voted Politico's most likely to succeed, the Harvard grad has come a long way since growing up admiring Bill Clinton.
I just thought it was very interesting that my governor was running for president and then he was going to be president. Once he became president, I began to realize that some of the Democrats in Washington are not like Democrats in Arkansas.
At 15, he says he knew he was a conservative, fiscally and socially.
Once, the President Clinton took office, he raised taxes. I didn't think was the right way to go. I didn't think in his first year in office he was fully committed to defending America's role abroad.
Now 35, Cotton says he never forgot about home when he was fighting for freedom in Afghanistan. Now he's in the middle of a fight for fiscal freedom he says will affect rural Arkansans.
The president has proposed targeting oil and gas producers in his package to replace sequestration, which have a devastating impact for our producers in South Arkansas.
Cotton spends many mornings here at the Rayburn Building, serving on the Financial Services Committee. Today, he's eager to hear from Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke. Cotton has big concerns with the $6 trillion in debt accumulated during Barack Obama's presidency.
Working families are going to pay higher interest rates on their mortgages, their student loans, their car loans, their farm loans, and so forth. So we have to address the spending problem that we have here in Washington.
He says even worse than the incisions proposed in sequestration is a growing national debt.
I think $85 billion of spending cuts from a $3.6 trillion budget are not catastrophic or draconian or brutal, anything the president has said.
But what about what everyone else is saying about Cotton's future? The freshman is already being mentioned for a Senate run.
Some people have big plans for my life. They just don't always tell me what they are.
We just couldn't squeeze any more out of him about his bright Washington future. But for this GOP favorite, the little pieces of home are never better than the real thing.
Dardanelle is the same as it's always been, and I'm still just Tom when I'm around Dardanelle.
Hard to believe he's still just Tom, but he is able to get home a few times a month, and he welcomes the change of pace back home compared to working in Washington.
Scott. Yeah, and we'll be watching what happens in 2014. Matt, thank you very much.